Hello, this is one ground cherry held in the heart. Today, let's take some quiet time to gently look into the pain we've received from those closest to us, the kind of pain we've told no one about, the feeling quietly tucked away in a corner of the heart. Is that pain still hurting you, even now? Let us slowly turn toward that pain today, with the help of the Buddhist teachings, to observe it, to understand it, and finally, to let it go. 1. Why does the deepest hurt come from those closest to us? The most piercing wounds don't come from strangers, they come from family we see every day, a friend we deeply trusted, children we gave all our love to, or a spouse we've shared our life with. A single careless word, an indifferent glance, those are the things that remain in the chest, as wounds that won't go away. I thought it would be okay because it was them. I thought that person, at least, would understand me. The greater the affection and expectation, the deeper the pain, when that bond breaks. But this pain, whose fault is it, really? 2. Dependent origination. Young-gi, please don't blame yourself alone. In Buddhism, all phenomena are understood through the principle of dependent origination Yinki, Pratityasamutpada. The Buddha said, because this exists, that arises, because this is born, that is born. Samyukta Agama. Simply put, nothing comes into existence on its own. Pain is the same. If a single word from someone cut sharply into your heart, that word was not born in isolation, it was shaped by that person's past experiences, their mental state, their circumstances, your expectations, your emotional history, everything acting together. All of it is part of the arising of that moment. In other words, pain is not the fault of one person, but the result of countless causes and conditions. This is the Buddhist way of seeing, through the lens of dependent origination. Realizing this doesn't make the pain disappear, but it helps you step away from blame and self-reproach, those extra layers of suffering. Oh, this wasn't anyone's fault, it was just something that arose through causes and conditions, and with that insight, the heart begins to soften. 3. Impermanence. Mu saying this pain will also pass. When we hold on to pain for too long, we begin to believe things like, I'm just someone who always hurts. This feeling will probably last forever. But the Buddha taught the truth of impermanence anicca, musang. Whatever is born, will pass away. Nothing remains unchanged. Everything in this world changes. Trees grow and wither, rivers flow and dry up, emotions arise, and then they fade. Pain, too, is not something that stays forever. It is like a cloud passing through the sky, only brushing against us. The wisdom of impermanence gives us the power to separate ourselves from the emotion. I am merely experiencing the feeling called pain right now, but I am not that pain itself. The moment this is felt, you shift from being the one dragged by emotion, to the one who watches the emotion. That alone can make the heart much lighter. 4. Not self. Mu a the self that was hurt is not fixed. People often use their wounds to define who they are. I'm someone who always gets hurt, I'm always the one who gets ignored. But Buddhism teaches, not self anatta, mua, that there is no fixed, unchanging self. The thought I am like this is the root of suffering. Mudhima agama. The me hearing this right now, the me who was hurt back then, and the me who had hopes long ago, they are not the same. They are flows of being, shaped by ever-changing conditions. The view of not self offers a quiet kind of hope. I am not stuck in this identity. I can change, I can grow beyond this pain. 5. Loving kindness. Ja by its time to grant yourself compassion. The teachings of dependent origination, impermanence, and not self, all lead in one direction, toward compassion metta karuna, chapi, and this compassion must first be offered to yourself. The Buddha said, one who cannot love themselves, cannot truly love another. Perhaps you're still thinking, I shouldn't have said that, I should have been stronger, why can't I let go? But today, it's okay to set that burden down. Try saying this to yourself, I really did do my best back then, it's okay to let this go now. This wound, too, will one day bloom. 6. Closing one ground cherry held in the heart. Buddhism gives us a way of seeing the world as it truly is. Wounds are not to be erased, they are to be understood, and released. The truths of dependent origination, impermanence, not self, and compassion, invite us to see ourselves in a different way. This pain is not a failure, it is the mark of a life that was deeply and sincerely lived. Let it now become a seed of wisdom within you, and today as well, may you hold one quiet ground cherry in your heart, and have a gentle, warm evening. Thank you.